just tuning in, you have missed the match of the tournament. The world number one Fedor Gorst was up against the 61-year-old veteran, the legend Django Bustamante. They had all the makings of a classic. Many people thought Gorst would have been favourite, I for one, but just look at that, there's confirmation. Boosty, 10 racks to 9. Both players having opportunity in the final rack. If you missed it, I've head over to all the social media platforms on Matchroom Pool accounts. And you'll be able to see the ending right there. This is Jaybee Sucal, 16 years of age, nicknamed the Little Hustler. He's up against El Matador, David Alcaide, a player well into his 40s now, late 40s, so this is another battle of youth versus experience. Coming up as well on one of the other tables, this is Angelo Areola against Jeffrey Roeder. Talking us through the action will be Double J back in the booth.
Yeah, lots of great.
Okay, here we go. There's the lag. We go again. The place is still buzzing from the last one. Gorst is actually still in the arena. He's just sat right behind Island, laughing away with our security. But I think deep down he won't be best pleased.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of hit the one how he wanted. Tough little kick shot here to open. May tie up the 8 onto the 4. See what the youngster has in mind. A lot of scratches on this kick shot coming across. Not really anything but that one rail escape, so I don't think he did what he wanted there. I think the pocket's still available for the 4 ball. Very interesting cueing by this youngster. Watch, he's kind of straight here, and then as the transition, the elbow pops out and then the arm comes way in. We couldn't see it there, but we'll certainly see it. It's not too bad there, but watch, the elbow goes way out and the arm comes in. Yeah, it's like what people talked about SVB, but at another level. SVB does like a millimeter compared to that of kind of the same little thing, but and when I watched Jaybee for the first time some 6 months ago online, it was actually much more dramatic.
Yeah, he's a funny little youngster, isn't he, this Jaybee Sucal? So obviously he's got a massive sort of name online over in the Philippines. Obviously plays a lot of the challenge matches, nicknamed the Little Hustler, and sort of giving you an idea of the sort of talent he does possess. Alcaide's a cool customer. He'll know how to handle this young man and the crowd. Yeah, that sort of pace, you just catch that long rail, it just spits and stays there. Got to just take your time a bit more on them pots.
Yeah, there is this 30-second shot clock, but you're going to see an extreme difference in these two players. Looks like Jaybee could run on a 10-second shot clock with no problem. Or David, he's going to work that clock a bit more, especially against a young player like this. A little shocked he came across right there. I thought he would just come 2 rails up to the left, take a little bit of a cut shot from above, usually more comfortable than being behind on the rail. So a little missable here for game 1.
Yeah, handled the 9 well to pinch the opening rack. Jeffrey Roder at the table, on table number 3, into the first rack. Yeah, when you look at Roder's cue action compared to Sucal, this is a lot more solid, a lot more compact, stays still. Lost the cue ball a little bit here though. Yeah, this is from the break. This is where I expect Alcaide to get the better of the younger player.
Well, I think there's many departments that he's going to be better than Jaybee, but you don't always see those departments. You're definitely going to see the break shot. But I think as far as Jaybee's concerned, not knowing him, he may have drawn the worst guy, really. That's going to kind of try to control the match a little bit. Also plays incredibly well and pretty savvy in these kind of situations, I would say.
He's going forward a couple of rails, got to get past the 9. Good shot.
Yeah, that one will make you feel good because similar shots are always going to show their head, and usually in big moments.
Yeah, Fedor Ghost has finally left the arena, kind of to the back of where me and Jeremy are. He's getting absolutely mobbed. He'll be back for pictures and autographs. Obviously, he needs a bit of time.
Yeah, I like just holding here if I'm David. 8's out in a nice spot. He's gotten a hair off angle, but could draw all the way back to the end rail, but I just don't see the point, really. Yeah, now he could end up kind of on top of this ball a little bit, or funny straight on the rail. I don't think he intended to get short side. Most of the time it works out, but every now and again it'll bite you.
Yeah, that will work. Yeah, Alcaide it. It's going about his business nicely at the start of this match. Obviously, the more the setting, everyone's a little pumped up, so everyone's just calmed down a bit now. Let's just have a little look at some of the scores from around the room. JC Cordova Garcia's won the opening rack against Bernie Regalario. Roder's 1-0 up over Angelo. Angelo's doing a bit of a trick shot, but he's going to scratch in the upper corner, so he's going to go 2 down. John Morrett currently 2-1 down over Fahad Al-Dahayan. And Mario He, he's 6 up over Albert Espinola. And then we got the young American, Jeremy, Lucas Fracassa-Verna. He's playing Joshua Santino Aravello. That's tied at 3 apiece, so the young American in a good battle over there.
Yeah, it'd be hard for me not to consider him in the Mosconi. I think he's just had a very deserving year. I think he's got a ton of heart and pretty sharp on the pool table as well.
Yeah, nice guy as well, and I would imagine he would fit into that team environment very nicely. And the fact that he's come to the Philippines Open as well, all the way from the States, shows that he means business.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, you know, a lot of players, or maybe some captains, don't look at it, but if you also look at his losses throughout this year, have been some brutal ones. I remember the one in Hanoi, 3 combos to end the match.
Yeah, who was that against now?
It was a Vietnamese player, one of their maybe number 4 guy, number 5 guy there in Vietnam, but you know, not only had a pretty darn good year overall, but like I said, when he has exited, it's been a fight, it's been a tussle, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but maybe considering the same team as last year for America, but I don't know. I think Lucas is a guy that seriously needs considered.
Whose place would he take?
Well, it's a hard one. I mean, Billy's playing pretty well. He's not going to take Shane's place if Shane's playing. He's not taking Skylar's place, of course. Feder Gore's place not going to get taken. So it's either going to be, if you're considering last year's team, Billy Thorpe or Tyler Steyer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely all in favour of a bit of a switch up, a change up. I think that's what America need, and you never know if Lucas gets his go, he might just shine, and then you've got another one ready for the Mosconi, haven't you?
Well, you know, I don't know if he's the best player in any one department. You know, something that you could say, oh, he does this. He just does everything pretty darn well. And for the other 2, I mean, I think Billy's playing day in, day out his best pool, but how's the year been so far, and also for Tyler Steyer, so some considerations there. I'd say that probably Tyler's been a little more solid in the Mosconi year in, year out, but he's had more Mosconis as well. He's had more than Billy Thorpe, so it's going to be a tough decision for Captain Skylar Woodward. And exactly what David wanted here, right? Keep the momentum on the sidelines down a bit.
Yeah, keep the crowd quiet as well. Obviously, JB's got a big following here, and they like to scream his name. And the fact that he missed that 7-ball in rack 1 has just kept him a little hush.
And it looks like he can kill the ball here, Rhoda, either with high inside or maybe a pinch on the bottom end. Surprised he decided to go around. Not sure where the destination is, really. You're going into such a small area to try and get above the 8 and still have something. Thought for sure he could float that in with inside. Two ball coming up near the cue ball, always a good sign. He's going to dress up with a pretty decent shot, even though a little missable, but fairly natural to come down for the red 3.
Well, I thought he potted it. I know it didn't go in clean, Jan, but I was looking at the cue ball. I'm amazed the 2 stayed up.
Yeah, caught just past the side. Pretty deep shelves on the Rasmussen. I think David probably thought he made it as well, even though he didn't. He did his best. Just gets on the rail. No, he's okay.
Yeah, and, we're talking about Alcaide. He's got off to a good start, and the fact that he's kept the crowd quiet. Big shot here for the young man. Yeah, we're talking about the crowd being quiet. He needs to knock these in and get the crowd loud. He needs to use this crowd to his advantage. When you're playing the pool rooms, Jeremy, all around the world, pockets are more generous. You get away with a bit more of a sloppy cue ball, don't you? But on these 4-inch tables on the tour, you've got to be a little tighter.
Yeah, it's a long-term thing. Just want to kind of get you from nowhere and keep leaving yourself a little bit more distance than desired. But the good thing is ignorance is bliss. Young players, a lot of times they don't realize it. Oh, I should be a lot better here. Why am I so far away from the ball?
He's got some talent, the young man. He does it his own unique way. Raw, very raw. He's off and running. He is off the board. Yeah, this was the opportunity. Just look, he just grazed the rail halfway down, but usually at that angle we do see him fall. A couple of nice shots here to get going. This was a nice one on the green 6. "16 years of age, he's got a tattoo on his right arm. That's pretty funny. I think he's got to be 18 in England. Table 2, Bernie Regalario. Another young top talent that they have over here.
Yeah, a little thin, but got the one down. Really kind of a pretty decent connection. Oh, it wasn't that thin. Caught the nip on the 9, so it's got a long shot, but the 2 over the pocket and a really good spread.
That's not bad, is it? Decent angle. Caught it a little thick.
He's got a good finish through the ball, though. So lots of ways of doing it. As long as you can get that cue squared impact and get through the cue ball. A lot of the same results as a guy that's just lined up perfectly straight up and down with the arm.
Like AJ as well, just gets on with it. And the other thing he does, a couple of players have done this over the years. Sometimes he'll keep the chalk in his hand when he grips the cue. See it? He's not put it down.
Yeah, I was around many players back in the day that did that.
Well, it's unique, isn't it? Just 16 years of age. No chanting his name. They've not done it for anybody else here, have they? I mean, everyone's got a lot of love. I mean, even me and you have been taking a few pictures, but every rack he knocks in, they're just singing his name. Yeah, Angelo Ariola. They had a decent win in the first round. Let me just head over to WNTLivescores.com. I'll just find it.
Yeah, got a ball down. Sometimes, you know, you can really learn something, believe it or not, from some of these young players. A little, maybe not the most normal push outs, and what they do after the push out a lot of times is what I like seeing.
Yeah, he beat one of the Chinese Taipei boys, did Ariola. It was 10-9, went the distance. If memory serves me right, I think the last rack had a bit of drama as well. At some point, Jeremy, let's talk us through this cue action of Sucal when we get a better view on the camera. Try and tell the viewers what exactly it is he's doing.
I was a little shocked David didn't take that push out. Not saying that he, you know, doesn't have a return play and the snooker wasn't there, but it was always going to be difficult. I thought if he laid the cue ball down just like Sucal did here, what's David going to return with? I don't think this is easy at first glance.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Really good.
Yeah, that was all cue ball. And this is what you're going to be facing a lot in this match, Jaybee.
Yeah, he's got to go 2 rails by the 6, I think. Get any speed on it. Looks short. Yeah, way short. That's the experience, correct?
Yeah, way off the mark, that one.
Should be no worries here. Just maintain your angle on the 3. He's going to come down below. So now he's going to have to kind of draw up table. I always like to stay above and roll up table myself. just chip it in again, go one rail down. 5 goes by the 7 in the lower right, so all kinds of options along with the upper right. Now you just got to command that little draw stroke. Pretty good.
Yeah, decided to just go straight up the table rather than use a rail. Eight in the side or the upper right corner pocket for Alcaide. Side it's going to be.
Really good control there. That shot, believe it or not, looks easy, but can get away.
Yeah, now 4-2. The safety paid off for Alcaide when he got him wedged in behind the pink, I think it was. Right, let's have a look at what score Mario he is. I know that was going along quite nicely. Yeah, 6-4 at the minute over Espinola. This is Ariola against Roda. Oh, ball just spit it back out. This is awkward for Roda. Capito, a player not really been talking about. 2-0 up over Comillas. Real good safety there, just that one ball to hide behind from Roda. Got the job done. Yeah, this is opened up okay. Still got a problem with the green and the 8. Wants us to keep going so he can play it in the side. It's not bad.
Yeah, the 6-8, of course, that grouping not too friendly, but the 5 is near, the purple 5, so there's options there to fall behind, maybe open it. don't see players open the balls as much as whenever I played years ago. It seemed like they want to get behind and play that safety, not really take that chance. But I think sometimes it's as awkward to get behind the ball as it is to open them. Felt a little funny here. He's got to make a nice shot. Can hold it though. He could get maybe a rolling ball that goes into that 6-8 off the purple 5.
Does have a bit of an angle here. Has to force it over into the 8. If you come,
go ahead. Sorry, Carl.
Yeah, I was going to say, he can also come below, can't he, and just play the hook.
I think he can get below, maybe between the 7-9 and open him. Or one row into him.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, I think he's just, we'll see, maybe from the front view. I think he's perfect to go between the 7-9 and into the 6-8. But again, a lot of players these days, it seems like, don't want to attack that breakout as much as getting behind and playing the snooker. But you could see the path was there. Of course, this one's going to be welded pretty well, so the jump cue, I don't know if he cut off the left rail, though. Maybe. Hey, and why not? You know, Jaybee shown a couple kick shots, right? One in particular that was way off. So maybe make him earn it in that regard.
You talk about the pace a lot, don't you, JJ, on them kicks?
Yeah, the pace is what, you know, you can't predict how you're going to hit it. A lot of them, when they're out in the middle, it's all about a certain pace that gives you options to get some type of cover or maybe extend the game. But that's another reason why I was saying about the breakout, you know what I mean, versus playing the safety. I mean, excuse me, these guys are so good kicking at the ball as a whole. You know, Jaybee may be a little younger and maybe doesn't have all the kick shots, but even him, he can feel what's kind of going on, and he's a great player at a young age because of that feel. And then again, also the jump cue. So now where's the game turned around after that safety instead of maybe the breakout?
Yeah, this is where it can be a little bit frustrating, the jump cue, because Jaybee has kind of done the only thing he could really have done. And obviously now he's got to sit and fade this jump shot. At this level, they do make these sort of shots quite a lot. I'm not saying it's easy. Well, this time he's missed it.
Yeah, I'm really a fan of the not go away from the jump cue, but limit it. I think it brings a lot of drama into the match, really.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that as well. I know we've had plenty of chats off camp about things like that.
All right. I don't think he eases it. 2 rails back and forth. Did ease it. So now he's going to have to make another little touchy one from near the cushion. Can't blame him the way he played it, though.
Got a lot of heat on the young man, hasn't he, Jeremy? Every shot, I mean, he's like waiting for the noise. Kind of jumped up pretty quick. He was a bit scared of that one. Yeah, welcome to the World 9-Ball Tour, Jaybee Sucal. You're not going to cheat these pockets too much.
Really odd that he missed on that side. Most would try to get to that second rail.
Yeah, at this level, Alcaide will be kicking himself there. Big opportunity gone. It's not a great shot, is it, either? I mean, you've got ball in hand. Talk about making life difficult. He might reach it if he's got an extension. Okay, the bridge again. Yeah, don't know. like a football match in here. This was the kick miss, Alcaide. Very, very reliable in them situations.
Good effort by Areola. Got a 3-2 lead now. This 9 is sat a bit funny. I think it does go cross side. Jeffrey getting on with it too. Every time we pan over, I feel like he's a little off sorts with the time, you know, kind of how he's getting down on the ball. Watched him quite a bit, and he's not a slow player by any means, but definitely getting on with it. And now a timeout to maybe regroup.
Open bridge on the break. Yeah, that needs a bit of work.
Two rails towards the middle of the end rail. Yeah, a little light. Well, maybe not. Very close. Don't think he's going to be happy regardless. Likes to cut him. Probably goes at this. Got a pretty decent position from where he was at. Should use both short cushions. Oh, he eased it. He's going to be a long ways from this pink.
Do you think he was trying to go in the 9 at the pace he played it?
Didn't really apply much spin though. Hit it sweetly, but just the speed I think was maybe not addressed prior to the shot.
Yeah, good pot, just the distance. He was chancing his arm a little bit on the positional side. He used to hit a rail. I think he had a slight skid on contact, you know. Alcaide trying to get a few fans on side. Could be a smart move. Good kick. Good chip off left edge, try and use the green. Did he get there? I think he did.
Kind of looked like the cue ball took one last little rock left as it settled. And that may be enough to just get the eclipse at the purple 5. David doesn't look too upset about it, but he's going to the air.
Yeah, it was actually a good shot from Sucal.
Yeah, and I know David wants fans. All these players always want fans. They appreciate him, but I tell you, he's got to keep his concentration, in my opinion. Interaction with his opponent is good, and it's always incredible to play someone that's kind of a phenom at such a young age. But but still, it's all, he's here to win matches, and again, trying to make that Mosconi team for Team Europe.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, JJ. I think you're on the money there. Okay, tied it up 4s. 3 down at one point. This was the jump shot, scratch, just didn't hit it thick enough.
Yeah, it's funny, the cue action with Jaybee, when he stays kind of, it's a compact shot like that 9. Looks pretty traditional overall, but when he tends to have open up the backswing a little more, that's when the elbow kind of pops out, kind of chicken wing a little bit, but the hand remains, like he gets it to remain in place. Pretty amazing, really.
Yeah, and he doesn't mind kind of just rolling the ball in the pocket as well. Capito, well, different story over on table 4.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen him online a little bit in some of these challenge or money matches, whatever you want to call them, and some of the conditions that he plays under on the regular looks really brutal. Felt looks a decade old, maybe.
I've seen one where they put the pool table in one of them cockfighting arenas.
Yeah, it's been a variety of breaks, and now we'll see what he thinks on the push-out. Did he go far enough? I think he did. Now, if the one's off the rail, do you ever consider the kick shot here, Carl, to try and make it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It is touching the rail.
I feel like it's touching or really close to the rail. You'd want it a hair off, gives you a little more room for error.
Well, he's heard you, Jeremy. He's going.
I don't know if David even considered it, really.
Yeah, the rails catching both players out. Oh, he must have hit it. David was going to grab the cue ball, I think, and I think Jaybee said it hit it.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get another look or not.
Yeah, I think the fact that the cue ball, where it was, David, he had the right angle, it was at the right point, he didn't really care. But let's say if it wasn't there, he might have questioned it. I mean, there's no reason why Jaybee wouldn't be correct. Oh, it did, yeah, it did move. There you go. Young guys. Incredible. I didn't see that move. Did you on the first?
I'm still not sure it moved.
No, it did, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can show us another replay.
Well, the reason why is sometimes you get a reflection of the cue ball going by, and it's easy to kind of feel like it moved. You get a reflection on the one ball. So. You don't want to play the 8-9, but if it's cold-blooded wired, you may think about it.
Yeah, no David chants in here, just a couple of claps. We all know who they want to win. It's been a pretty good match so far.
Some other scores. Reguliario up 7-1 over Countryman Garcia. Rhoda up 4-3 over Areola. Capito 5-0 over Camuñas. John Moore 5-2 over Fahad Al-Dahan. Albert Espinola trails 8-5 to Mario He. And Lucas Fracassa-Werner up 7-5 over Joshua Santino Avarella.
There's the bank layup.
Yeah, at first glance it looked pretty good. Looked like one that'd be hard not to shoot at, even if you had to kind of force position with the draw stroke maybe.
Just stood up there to stretch the old legs. I spotted Fracassa-Werner. Forgot what score that one there. Let's have a little look.
7-5.
Oh yeah, 7-5 to Werner. Going along lovely.
Wow, what a big hit there from the young man. I don't know if the 6 is going to help him. I think it did stop, but what a big shot. Best shot of the match, really.
Yeah, he just wants to go forward over towards the left, play for purple in the same hole. It's pretty good. This is a big shot. You want to make sure you land that on that correct point of the 8. He's overdone this. This is going to move. That's what I mean. You want to be a bit closer to the rail, but not on the rail. Maybe about a foot away. He's about 2.5 feet.
Yeah, now speed really concerning here, just to hold for the 9. Oh, nice.
He's definitely got some talent, Jeremy, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially with the cueing that we talked about, that's all hands, really, and that's where talent really is noticed. He's chanting his own name along with the crowd. 2-ball, really, the shot of this rack. What a shot that was after the miss bank.
Yeah, Alcaide's got himself out the arena. He's gone to the bathroom. He's took his time out. This match is tied at 5 apiece. Talking of 5, Capito is on 5. Yerson Camuñas yet to win a wreck. If you just flicked on the pool, well, let me tell you, you've missed one of the matches of the season. It might be voted match of the season. Bustamante, 61 years of age, has took out the world #1. He's beat Fedor Gorst 10 racks to 9. The last rack had drama. Go over to Matchroom Pool Facebook, you'll see it on there. It was Well, it's a real treat for everyone in the room. Yeah, not looking good for Yerson here. Over on table 4. Mario Heat is involved in another battle. He actually played on this table last night and got through a close one, table 6. He's playing Albert Espianola. It's currently 8-7 to Mario Heat. Okay, back to the action. Sucal to break. Okay, that's better, Jeremy.
Yeah, the 2 ball had some speed going up the table. Got kissed by the 6. And now cut off by the red 3. So another push out coming. Tell you what he should do. Push out to the challenge, I think. Challenge David if he can. Tactically, I don't think he's going to win that battle very often. And David's going to allow him to shoot the jump shot as he should.
This could bring the roof down if he nails this. Let's see what he's got with the short cue. Needs a bit of luck here.
Shot there from David from distance. Good delivery, holding the line on the cue ball. Just got to shove this 2 rails up, come down the left side for the pink in the lower right.
Couple of cushions back into the centre of the table. Yeah, it's key, gets on the 8 right here. If he doesn't, he's going to have to play a bit of a shot to get back on the 9. And he doesn't want to be playing the 9 down past the middle. He wants to play it up in the right corner. And the pocket is leaning over. This looks all right.
Yeah, good speed.
Yeah, real good opening pot on the blue too. And just when he needed it, goes back to 6-5 in front. Canada's John Morrow is out there in action. He's playing one of the players from Saudi Arabia, Fahad Al Dahayan. Morrow's 6-2 up. Capito's won another rack, so that's heading to whitewash territory. 6-0. Rhoda 6-3 over Ariola. Regulario now 7-2 over Garcia. And Casaverna's lost the rack, so he's now 7-6 up. Heat. Mario Heat 8-7. That will work. Good look at the lowest ball on the table, which is a red 3.
Yeah, he'd like this one for the rest of his pool career, really. He's sitting nicely. Little work here from the 6 to the 7 and back to the 8, but the starter is nothing to complain about. Maybe a hair odd getting on this first ball. Just got to pay attention. And 2 rails underneath. All about the speed because it's coming in kind of tight on the line, and that'll do. Where the real work starts in the rack. 5's an easy shot. Got to get proper on the 6 to get back for the 7. Got to look at what he's thinking. Should just try and track close to the 6 in one rail. Just come right at it. Don't back off. That's really good. Break and run here. It's an easy starter that you've got to maintain, and David Alcaide has done that. Now extends it to 2-game lead. He's a guy that's been able to pick up the speed on the break a bit. I think it's helped.
Yeah, this is J.C. Cordova Garcia, another one of these Filipinos that are new to the World 9-Ball Tour. Well, gets another rack on the board, but it's going to be a tall order. 5 racks behind. Okay, back to the main feature table.
So David's going to have to show us an incredible brain that he has for this game. Tough push-out situation. 7-5's our score. I think both players have played really well, in my opinion. It's got to be something up the table. I mean, I don't know how easy the rail first is to make the 2-ball. You don't want to surrender that, but really shocked he pushed out here, to be honest. Don't understand that push out at all. Feel like it had to be, unless the rail first was super easy, which it didn't look like to me. I thought the 2 was a ways away from the pocket a little bit. But it had to have been some type of rail first for a safety or a difficult pot on the blue 2.
Got to get this one right, hasn't he, Jeremy? This is it's a tricky positional shot, this one.
Was the 5 not past the 9?
Yeah, hit it as well as you could have, really.
May have to go into the 6 here a little bit. I don't know if Top English really gets it done. Coming near that corner. Good concentration. Easy to overcut that ball as well. Kind of decelled there a little bit, almost overcut it. Tell you what though, if you're going to learn anything about technique, when you get through that ball, you can do a lot of other things on the other side of that cue ball. If you get through that ball and extend that cue stick, all that other you can kind of set aside.
Nice jump shot with control. With all the drama that's been served up so far today, Capito's having none of it. He's just plodding along. It's a walk in the park.
One's down. Does he just roll this in by the 8? Yeah, like right there, real compact, just as traditional as as you'll ever see. And I thought he actually made it. I think he liked it when he first hit it as well. Gotten over and gotten a little flat. He is close quarters though, so accuracy should be at a premium. You ever just go 2 rails at the 4 here with the top inside with such a clear left side of the table? I mean, it might stun, I don't know, but just saying if you didn't want to stun the ball. Pretty good.
Yeah, got the maximum out of that.
Making a nice out to try and extend back to 2 games, nearing that number 10. Just natural 2 cushions around the 8, you would figure anyways. I'll tell you, I couldn't really figure too many mistakes from David at all. I mean, I wasn't in love with that jump, that push out to the jump. I thought that was a little motivating for his opponent, and never ever going to get it back, I don't think either. I thought the kick shot was maybe something a little better there, but David's played a real solid set so far, and his opponent has as well. So good stuff by both players. Pretty high quality, and this is to get into the final 32, so it is round 2 of this 128-man single elimination board.
Yeah, Regalado is on the hill, big lead this. Garcia is still at the table. This is to stay alive, 4 balls to go. Another one of these Filipinos, Regalario, who's a top talent.
Sorry for missing that break shot. It's a dry guy, so it'll get Jaybee back to the table.
Needs a good long pot here. Does he just pump it in and kind of like play a little stop, sort of stunny, runny through shot a couple of inches, or does he roll right through?
It's all about how you like making the ball, really. I probably hold there myself for the little cut on the 2.
Yeah, I'm with you in the sense of it's how you feel at the time. Looks like he's rolling forward, so he wants to just go past the 9.
Always tend to overcut these, it seems like. Yeah, got it to the left side. Really good stuff. And again, David's played really well. Both players have played very well. Lucas Percasa-Werner on the hill now, 9-6.
Yeah, well done to the young American. Let's have a look what round he's in and who he's going to be due to play if he gets the win, that is.
Is he the last American?
Yes, I believe he is. He's going to be playing the winner of Roda and Areola, which looks like it's going to be Roda because Roda's 9-3 up. So that's who awaits Werner if he gets the victory.
Yeah, I think his opponent is kind of cleaning his cue, so maybe he got one back. 9-7's the score now. David looking to get to 9-6 and breaking the balls. Yeah, really tidy with the cue ball. He's played this perfect to come by the 7 with a little draw stroke. Hair of right spin. Stay down nice on the ball, so really good stuff from the Spaniard. Like that, just one cushion directly at the 7 with the 8 near. Yeah, I mean, how many Americans do we have in the event? Max Eberly, Petter Gorst, Billy Thorpe.
Werner.
Huh?
Werner, 4.
Not a whole lot. None of the other faces are really sticking out at me. May have been only 4 Americans. Actually, I think there was an odd name or 2 that I didn't recognize as I looked through the board.
I was just going to look now. I think I did see an American flag. Kelson Juan.
Yeah, I think there's actually a couple that, again, names that I just don't recognize. Maybe they reside here in the Philippines. Of course, many different nationalities moving here, retirement, businesses, all kinds of stuff. And now Alcaide on the hill.
Yeah, also Ryan Kirsten, who lost to Mickey Krause 10 racks to 1.
I don't think I know Ryan. So, again, thanks for that support from the Americans we don't know. But the ones we do know, I believe Werner's the last out of all of them. And really took one of the most brutal beats I've ever seen in a match in Vietnam. Played a great set. Was up, I believe it was 9-7, and it was 2 or 3 combinations after the break to end the match. Just kind of lined up. One of them was a triple combination, if you remember, to end it. Young Barney.
Yeah, Bernie, he's going to get the job done.
There's David chalking that break cue for the last time in this match. And when you're breaking the balls the last time, it's easy to want to say, oh, don't scratch, make sure this, that, and then you tend to not deliver the cue like you have been the entire time. So really just kind of clear the mind and keep doing what you've been doing.
Bernie Regulario will now face another Filipino in Mark Jarek Leiva. He's played 2 already, so that will be his 3rd Filipino. Jaybee Sucal is not over and done yet, but boy, he's up against it.
No, I mean, he's played great. He really has. I mean, you know, a couple kick shots weren't as good, but I mean, that's experience. Missed the 7 in that opening rack, but really just been very clean with the delivery, and now we'll see a 2-9 that these youngsters seem to not fear.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jeremy. I think he's played really well.
A little more movement on the body, but I mean, that tends to happen. These players, they know they didn't hit the ball exactly how they want. Kind of feel like, you know, your shot or your turn at the table's over. Boy, I like edging this and just coming straight up the table. Straight up that left side rail. There are other options. It's just first glance. Yeah, this is pretty easy with the 5-9 there. A lot of players really like to stay away from edging that ball, though, and you realize if you just kind of deliver a nice stroke, it usually doesn't get away. Now he's bringing the 2 up the table, trying to go the side cushion. Good stuff. Can he cut the 2 past the side and just kind of go into the purple with the cue ball to hold behind the 9? Since he's kind of elevated, it's kind of awkward. Just a natural roll shot. Oh, he's cueing downward. Maybe just ice it and play safe on the 3. Missed it coming in.
Yeah, that's very rare. He was close to his work, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he had the 3 to really hold the 7, so all kinds of ways to hit that. It didn't have to be paper thin. Maybe that's why he didn't shoot that original safety on the 2, edging it after the break. Just didn't fancy that kind of shot.
Yeah, and from this scoreline of 9-7, this is far from over.
Very odd mistake there from not only David, who's very good tactically in all those little kinds of shots, but any of these top players really. Didn't have to be just as thin as possible. Here's a look at the biggest robbery of the day at the moment. 8-0 to Robbie Capito against Jerson Kumayas. Doesn't even look like he's snookered here, really, but I think he will play the kick from behind. At first he may have the edge of the one, but body language tells me otherwise. Oh, he's had a dry break, so maybe the edge of one is there, but it's for David Alcaide.
I think they're both just having a nosy at the 9, aren't they? I presume that's what they were chatting about over there.
He's looking towards the push out. Pretty difficult push out, I'll tell you. It's almost got to be behind the 7 if you're going to push out to the jump. Oh, looked like almost the table kind of dove in a hair. Almost got the cue ball welded to that upper point.
Yeah, Jaybee not interested. He's letting Alcaide crack on.
Yeah, I was wondering if he may consider knocking that ball away instead of trying to cut it, jump over and bank the one down table. Maybe get into something tactically, especially with the 5-9 a little funny. Because it's easy, you know, when that ball's hopping, easy to jump over the edge of that one ball. I guess hard to really pass on the make, though. We'll see what Jaybee has in mind for the 5. It doesn't pass the 6, doesn't go by the 8.
Keeps looking. He keeps looking.
Doesn't seem too unhappy, so maybe it does go by the 8. I didn't think there was any chance of that, really.
That goes, Jeremy.
Yeah, it goes easy as well.
Yeah, he's missed the trick there. Just make sure you come to the rail. He likes doing it his own way. He likes to add a bit of spice, a bit of drama to the run out. You know, when you look at the likes of Ghost, the way he approaches certain shots, this is the complete opposite from the youngster. But he keeps knocking them in. Well, we went the distance in our opening match of today's play. That was around 3.5 hours ago when we come on out. And it was the Filipino who got the win, 10-9 over the world number 1, Fedor Ghost. Needs a ball, JJ. This cuts, but just look at the red 3. That makes this brutal. I don't know what's going on Mario is. He played on this table last night. It just seemed to go on for about 4 hours. They're still playing. Let's just have a quick look.
I think it's 9-8. 9-8 maybe?
Yeah, 9-8 to Mario He. 6 balls left on the table.
Man, I've watched some of that match, and there's a couple shots he'd like to have back, but I'll tell you, been pretty unfortunate when it comes to a few things.
I don't know how much of the Sharks Billiard League you've watched, JJ.
I watched more of it before. It seemed like it had slowed down quite a bit. I don't know. Maybe that hasn't slowed down locally, maybe, but.
Yeah, it's due to start again in November, the league, but the.
Come again? Say it again.
It's due to start again in November, and his opponent, Albert Espinola, is the player who, when he wins a rack in the arena, he's always dancing. That's what I was kind of alluding to. I don't know if you've seen that. Now, what's happened here?
Yeah, you just. I remember all the players they were bringing over for those matches. Quite a few, anyways.
Okay, he's got to judge the cannon off the brown ball.
Yeah, our next match will be a little break after this one, depending on how long it goes. Depends on that break, but local time 3:30 is the next round.
Big wall of balls down here, so he's got to get cover.
And I'll tell you what a match we have in store the next round. It's going to be Bustamante, Django Bustamante against Harry Vergara.
Going to crash into the 9 and 8 ball. Going to need to pull out a good one here, by the way.
Yeah, feel for these players right here to our right. Not a whole lot of room. A lot of people inside the ropes. Maybe watching this Jaybee match that looked like these players couldn't keep their concentration too well. John Moore did get on to win that match. Uh-oh, he's hit this a little thick. I don't know if the cue ball's going to do what it wants, but. Kind of got him with the bare ball there somehow.
I don't know if I can handle another final rack after the last one.
Tell you, can he tie something up here with the 6? Can he not get at it? Oh, great hit. Great hit, amigo. And the gap maybe between the 5-8 to get something on the red 3.
Yeah, what a time to pull this kick out the bag.
Tell you, he comes with some shots. I remember, I think it was the 2022 of Moscone when Sky had that unfortunate miss that really was going to tie the match at 8 apiece, and David came with that rail first shot on the 8. First jumped the ball in and then came with the rail first shot on the 8.
Well, touching the 8 has cut away the jump shot. If it had just nestled a little earlier, he might have been able to jump this one.
I thought he took a big gamble trying to attack there and go into a lot of balls. One thing to go into one ball, but go into another ball with so many near it, I think that's a big gamble.
I was away with the fairies. I didn't even think he could pot it when I was looking. I thought he was just bouncing it out. Okay, 2 rails. Oh, this time he's missed it. 6 ball going over the side just takes a little pressure off the youngster. (9-6) was it, JJ? It was, wasn't it? It was 9-6. Make sure you come out for the purple. Eight goes in this bottom left, doesn't go past the 9. So this shot, you've got to make sure you draw back. You'd love to draw it back to the rail if you could and back out. If you can't, he's got to draw it into an area. He's quite good at that shot, you know. I've seen him do a few of these. Just pulling it back. I'm not saying it's difficult.
Yeah, could have been a little better there, but I think he'll be okay.
Could have pulled it back, being a righty.
Yeah, using the bridge as well. You can get a little bit of a kick on this type of shot.
Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this? Other than at a Moscone Cup, this is just wild. And the young man has won 3 racks on the spin to take it to hill, hill. Back-to-back hill matches we've had here. What a treat for everyone in here at the Gateway Mall in Quezon City. The only saving grace for Alcaide is he's been watching the young man struggle with the break a little bit, so we'll be sweating the break here. He's an exciting player to watch, isn't he, Jeremy, just because of the way he goes about the game. He's not scared of going for his shots. Didn't think the noise could get any louder than when Django knocked that 9 in, but if Sucal can win this rack, I think this place will go wild. Where's the purple 5? Is it going to get out of the way? It is. Sucal with a look at the lowest ball. What's the layout like, Jeremy?
Yeah, it looks pretty good, especially dressed up on the 2. The 3's open, the 4. A little bit of work, but really, once he gets to the 4, everything else is left on the bottom end. You got the 5 up table, but that's not a problem. Just about maintaining a little bit here. Well, a little straight, but again, if just don't get in too big of a hurry, I don't think this is a real problem. Ooh, I thought he'd draw back a little bit there, maybe.
Well, he's 16, isn't he? He's fearless.
He's like, let me just get a look.
Straight. Nasty.
There's always drama, it seems like. But I'll tell you what I like, and of course that has something to do with 16, I think, but just not backing down, delivering the cue, really. Not trying to cinch the ball. He's going to have to work the cue ball up and down from the 7 to the 8 somewhat, but the 8's fairly open. 8's not bad. So anywhere where he's at now will do.
Just look to the right, Jeremy. He's playing a match here. Hill. He's got everyone stood there. Everyone's got the phone out as well.
What about level? Oh, he caught that big. What about the second level? This is by far the pack, and the 3rd level up top. That's maybe the picture you really want to get.
Yeah, that's gone wrong. Joking aside, that has gone wrong. This is brutal. Is the 9 going to help him?
undercut it, trying to work the cue ball. Maybe stay away from the side spin if you're going to go 4 rails there, but really, I mean, hard to be critical.
Was there ever a point, Jeremy, where you go forward on the straight 6? You know, I know it was incredibly short, that gap, but you know when you talk about short side a lot.
On the 6 to the 7?
Yeah, when he pulled it back, I know it was thin, but you know, it's easy just to make a mess of the cue
ball. I love
the
way he hit the 6 myself.
Okay.
But I think if he just catches the 7 more towards the center of the pocket, he's much more dressed up on the 8. He was ducking, I think.
Well, his heart must be going through the roof.
I think the line of the cue was to hold behind the 9.
Experience. That is pure experience. Could have easily took a swipe at the pot there.
He's asking for an extension. He needs some help to get the extension off the back end of the cue.
Hell, it's all going on here. What's happening here? Does he get it off?
He couldn't get it off earlier when they tried. David's going to assist. A little manpower.
Yeah, very sporting. Very sporting. Jaybee, you ain't got time to mess about, kid. You got 30 seconds.
Can't sit still, can he? Where's my chalk? Down to 20 seconds. Still plenty of time, really, though. I wouldn't doubt he makes it, Carl. It's going to be a heck of a shot on the 9 if he does, but.
The cue ball scratched and it's cost him the match. That is mighty unlucky, but he had his opportunity. He had his chance. He's just 16 years of age. He'll be back. But fair play to David Alcaide. He played that match in tremendous sport. He really did. And we've served up back-to-back Hill finishes. The drama will continue back here on table number 1 in around about 45 minutes time.